Hello and welcome to this entrepreneurial life. This is my video blog on how I discovered entrepreneurship, my business life, and how it can help you achieve more or just get what you want. So, I'm going to be super confident on this call. I'm going to be super confident. That's not how you're confident. So, confidence comes in many forms, and I think that the type of confidence that people think you need to succeed is very different than the kind of confidence you should have to actually succeed. So, my name is Erlend Bakke. I am the best-selling author of a book called Now Work Again and 90 Days to Profit. This is the Chinese version behind here, and this is a book on outsourcing over there that I've also written. I've got 3 books. One is an international bestseller. Now I'm just doing my ego thing. So, does that give you confidence? To a certain extent, but most people will think you're a cock. So that doesn't really work, does it? So the book I really recommend on confidence is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Why? Because when you read that book and you apply it, things start happening for you. People will start helping you out. People will start giving you things for free. People will start wanting to do deals with you. So I highly recommend How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And confidence is important when starting a business. You have to believe in yourself, but it's not in believing in yourself as if you will never make any mistakes. Because if you do a business or if you're a human being, you'll constantly be making mistakes. You will fail a bunch, and if you're too confident in the wrong way, that will really tear it away. So when I started out, I thought I was confident. But after constant failure, being poor, not having money, my friends having money, me not having money, failing, continuing to fail, continuously trying things, continuously failing, my confidence went from a fairly high level to an extremely low level in 2010. In 2010, I found myself in the US where my brother lives, and I was praying. I was there for 3 weeks. The night before I was leaving, the day before I was leaving, I sat down on my knees for the first time, I think one of the first times in my life, and I said, please God, please help me get out of this, because I hated myself, I hated my business, everything was dark, I was stuck in this dark cloud, dark world, barely wanted to get out of bed, didn't want to see anyone that I knew. I was embarrassed about myself. I was shameful. So this was basically 3 years into entrepreneurship. The first year was okay. The second 2 were hell. I gave it everything I got. I said, I tied the success of my business to my confidence, to my identity. And it's an extremely dangerous thing to do. If you've ever heard of one of the biggest food chains in Germany called Aldi, the guy was on the rich list. He was like number 50, and he dropped to 50, and then he shot himself because his success, his wealth was tied to his self-esteem. So it's incredibly sad when that happens, and a lot of people are attached to their outside success. And the more I let go of it, the happier I am. If you let outside circumstances define your confidence, then you're really into trouble. I highly recommend reading about Stoicism. In Stoicism, you know that there's things that you can control and there's things that you can't. You only focus on what you can do, which is basically your habits, your actions, training your brain to work better, anything within your control, like doing this. This looks weird, doesn't it? That's a bit of a weird thing to do. Oops, now it fell down. Okay, so while I'm fastening this and being confident about it, you should check out Stoicism. So the reason I went down in 2010 was because all my pride and confidence was in how much money I made and how much I could impress other people. That is a recipe of disaster, especially for an entrepreneur. The fun of entrepreneurship is actually learning, and learning you do by failing. And if you're embarrassed to fail, then that will take away your confidence, and then your confidence will go down and down and down. It's like a muscle. You can train up your confidence. If you're scared of public speaking, you can attend Toastmasters. You can do public speaking every week. It builds your confidence, you get better at it, and then suddenly you're standing in front of thousands of people talking. So the kind of confidence that I'm talking about is what sort of Roger Federer has. I'm a tennis player, so Roger Federer is a big idol of mine in terms of just the type of person he is. He's in himself. Like, he cares about how he feels and how he does things, and he does things the right way. It's not about impressing other people. It's not about what other people think. It's not about all these external things. It's not about the 7 sins. It's about, doing good work. It's about being authentic, being real, doing the best you can with what you have, and giving it all every day. That's what I think is important in terms of everyday life. And the type of confidence that I was talking about earlier, and the type of confidence that I had when I started out, is the sort of confidence that makes people think you're a dick. Now, if you're in business, you're doing business with people, so don't let your ego grow too big. Be down to earth, listen to your gut. I just made a video on gut feeling, but it's a different type of confidence. Overconfidence is a bad thing. That means people get hurt, you can get hurt. And what you need is sort of a little bit of a balance in between, but it comes from within, and it's not about the external things. It starts out in the sort of gut feeling, and then listening to that and being centered in yourself. So one of the things you can do for centering is meditation. Different meditation practices help you get centered. When you're more centered, you're more confident, because your energy is not just draining out, you're in yourself. And the good thing is, if you're not confident right now, you can slowly build it up every day. What you do is you set like a little task. Don't do the big task. Do a really small task. So maybe it's public speaking. So next talk you go to, just ask a question. If you ask that question, you get a reward, or pat yourself on the back, or you've achieved the goal and the outcome. So another thing that I did, which tore away my confidence, was I had a goal of selling a business for $10 million by the age of 35. Now, I haven't reached that goal. It's not an important goal either anymore. And because that goal was there, and I was here, that really killed my confidence, because I wanted to be there and I was there. So set yourself realistic goals, achieve those goals, and when you get that sense of achievement for every little goal you achieve, then you will feel better. Okay, and when you feel better, you will do better. So next time maybe you increase the goal a little bit, you do that, you feel good, now you go back to the next one. A lot of people think you can go from here to there, but you don't. Life is lived on the plateau. You start off here, you get a little bit better, you get a little bit better, get a little bit better. I don't know why I'm using both my hands. That's what I'm doing. But life on the plateau. You can read Mastery. I think it's by Gregory something. So that's my little tip for today. I make these short videos. This is my YouTube live channel. I share my hints and tips for you, the entrepreneur or normal person. And my name is Erlend Bakke. I'm the best-selling author of a book called Networking and 90 Days to Profit. I've got 3 companies, 75 employees. I do well for myself. I got 2 Porsches, another car. Now I'm back to the sort of cocky ego stuff again. But the reason I'm telling you isn't to impress you. It's to impress upon you that I've become confident again in a better way, and I have lots of success because of it, and I wish you the same. Thank you, Ben. Bye-bye.